later, but let's get to some more of the news. So Trump led this big old insurrection. He thinks he can just leave town and everything's going to be fine. Well, no, he's facing, like the Hobbit meme. We've had one impeachment, yes. What about second impeachment, right? So the Senate ends standoff, agrees to start Trump's impeachment trial February 9th. So, if you thought for a second that Mitch McConnell, he has broadcast a little bit that, what President Trump did was a disgrace to the democracy and blah, 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 blah. If you thought that was anything, anywhere near, McConnell trying to get rid of Trump or, remove him before his term. Yeah, no, don't believe for a second. Mitch McConnell is trying to protect Trump so Trump can get some lawyers together because he can't even scramble that. But Nancy Pelosi is going to send the articles of impeachment to the Senate on Monday, and then in 2 weeks from then, they're going to start the trial. And I mean, I think there should be as little time that passes between then and now so that it's fresh in everyone's memory what happened the other day. Just 2 weeks ago now, the insurrection. The House on January 13th passed a sole impeachment article alleging incitement of insurrection. House leaders could have forced the Senate to begin the trial immediately by transmitting the papers across the Capitol, but a delay serves the former and current president. Trump has struggled to assemble a legal team and master defense. Yeah, he doesn't want sweaty Rudy on the job. I don't know why. He's been doing great. Rudy's great. And President Biden needs the Senate to confirm most of his cabinet appointees. So yeah, there's that. I guess, they want to have a functioning government, I guess, whatever, Democrats. But this was an agreement Schumer made. There's also a battle going on over the filibuster. I really hope that the Dems just, do filibuster reform, because all the Republicans are going to do is, block everything that they're trying to accomplish. Now that we're learning more about these insurrectionists, self-styled militia members plan on storming the U.S. Capitol days in advance of the January attack, court documents say. Let's see. They communicated in real time as they breached the building on opposite sides and talked about hunting for lawmakers, according to court documents. They plan to kill all of Congress. If you guys have ever seen the Handmaid's Tale, that's the plot of the Handmaid's Tale. I don't know if they ever saw that, but while authorities have charged more than 100 individuals in the riots, details of the new allegation against 3 U.S. military veterans offer a disturbing look at what they allegedly said to one another before, during, and after the attack. Statements that indicate a degree of preparation and determination to rush deep into the halls and tunnels of Congress to make, quote, citizens' arrests of elected officials. One of these guys is an oath keeper. Guys, learn what the symbols are of these groups. I've seen Oath Keeper stickers in the back of trucks right here on the Central Coast driving down Highway 101. They're all around the country. U.S. authorities charged an apparent leader of the Oath Keepers extremist group, Thomas Edward Caldwell. Oh, his name's Caldwell. I wonder if he's got any relation to Andy Caldwell. 66 of Berryville, Virginia, in the attack, alleging that the Navy veteran helped organize a ring of dozens who coordinated their movements as they stormed the castle, quote, to disrupt the confirmation of President-elect Joe Biden's electoral victory. Crazy, man. Crazy. Jay Coleman says, I like which stories you choose to talk about. Thank you. That's called editorial direction. Now, if you think that's crazy enough, which it is, whoa. Whew. I'm getting an alert on my phone right now from WAPO. Trump entertained a plan to install an attorney general willing to help him overturn the election. Oh, yeah. Does anybody wonder why Bill Barr resigned, right at Christmas or whatever? Because he knew what was coming. He knew what Trump wanted him to do. He wasn't going to do it. Let's see. And so we have these these right-wing militia types, the Oath Keepers. A bunch of these guys are veterans, they're trained, they've been doing drills, right? They got their little Al-Qaeda training camp type thing probably in their backyard. They're jumping through tires. They're doing the monkey bars and all that stuff to get ready to take over the Capitol, right? Doing target practice and all that. But they weren't the only, ones involved. In fact, it's looking more and more like a couple of Congress members, Republicans, are going to face investigation too. One of those is the QAnon queen herself. GOP Representative Lauren Boebert gave Capitol tour to, quote, large group before the riots, Democratic lawmaker says. So Boebert, kid you not, guys, this is the Congresswoman who was tweeting during the insurrection the whereabouts of Nancy Pelosi, letting them know where they were, letting the insurrectionists know on Twitter, hey, we're here now, we're in the chambers. The speaker has left the chambers. So she's letting them know the whereabouts. She has been refusing to pass through metal detectors. She's now facing a $5,000 fine in the days following going through the metal detectors. She has claimed she's going to open carry on the House floor after, arguably aiding and abetting these insurrectionists. And now it looks like she was giving a tour to these people to kind of, just do a little reconnaissance. Guys, hey, maybe pointing, this is where the tunnels are. Look at the tunnels. So amid a push to investigate whether any GOP lawmakers aided rioters at the Capitol, several Democrats last week accused an unnamed House Republican of leading groups on reconnaissance tours of the building. It's now looking like that was Boebert. And so, it's really interesting. This lady is a real character. She actually has a rap sheet. She has a criminal record, and is like super pro-gun. She had like a restaurant that was all themed around guns and like everything to do in this restaurant. Like it was all of the servers open carried guns. You could get all this food, or all the menu items were themed around firearms and bullets and whatnot. And apparently her restaurant got people sick because they, in true libertarian fashion, weren't following basic health codes and standards. So at least they're on brand. These right-wing extremists, like there's lots of different kinds of them, right? You don't want to broad brush, because there's hardcore libertarians, there's the white supremacists, but there was a ton of coordination going on that day of the attack. So I think the impeachment will serve not just to hold Trump accountable, but it's also going to have a lot of hearings and research or interview questioning. People are going to get grilled about this stuff, and we're going to learn more about exactly what happened, who was involved. There was some reporting saying that there were people inside the White House who knew what was going on, or were in communication with people on the Capitol or storming the Capitol. So all of that's concerning. All of that's crazy stuff. But let's see. Let's look at comments. Fascism is inclusive. She's a chauvinist. Yeah. They were welcoming people into they welcome people into the movement if, they're going to further their interests of disrupting, and destroying, the government and lots of, whatever else. So, okay, guys. Now it's time to get to my local section of the program, and I'm going to include an interview here in a minute. Oh, yes, Jay Coleman, we should mention that. Yeah, Ayanna Pressley had the panic buttons in her office ripped out. So, Congress members have panic buttons that they can hit, and Capitol Police will be alerted. Hers were ripped out before the attack. Super concerning, super disturbing. I want to know more about what was going on there, and we need to know, because Republicans are already trying to go back to normal. Like, oh yeah, that was just bad stuff happens, man. Whoa, whew, I wonder how we could have prevented such a thing from happening, right? This is the movement they midwifed and made happen. So just goes to show you.